Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I want to talk about the new trailer that just dropped for Avengers Endgame, which if you've not seen the trailer for whatever reason, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But holy crap, was that awesome. Continuing the fact is of like, we are not telling you anything about this movie. It's still kind of crazy because we still don't know what's going on. We get a lot of hero shots and stuff like it. This doesn't even include Thanos at all, which is interesting. Because at least the first trailer had a bit of Thanos, but it wasn't really much. It wasn't like everything that's going down, the final confrontation. You see some action shots and stuff like that, but it's never anything. I love that. Like, I don't think there's ever been a movie this well kept of a secret, you know, and it's mind blowing because I don't think there's anything else like that that's ever existed. And like the hype is just building up, and it's so awesome. And just like, I love how the trailer was constructed because it's basically like, yeah, these are some of these characters' story arcs of just seeing Tony and Steve and, you know, Thor. It's interesting too because I never really thought about this until you see Thor looking at seeing people disappearing, and it's like, because I'm sure on some level, all, you know, because obviously it's probably been some time, like that's kind of been in a running theory, but it's like, I never thought about the fact that Thor probably has been beating the crap out of himself because he was supposed to be the one there. It's like, I'm getting revenge for my people that you massacred, and I'm getting revenge for everyone. This is for the universe, and he didn't put Thanos down when he had the chance. Like, Thanos got the snap off. That's got to be some heavy ass guilt to be living with. Like, it's because like you, that literally half the universe is going because you didn't finish Thanos off in that moment. Like, it's up to you to do it. You had the power. You had, was it Stormbreaker, his axe, you had it and you didn't do it. And I, you know, because a lot of, you could make the argument, other people that were kind of involved, you can make the argument, the whole Peter situation, like the fact is they're not around to kind of have to live with that, but like Thor is. And I never thought about it until I saw this trailer where it's like, he has to be there, like seeing everyone disappear. You even have Steve being like, I've tried to tell people, you know, to move on past this. And it's like, once again, that's a heavy ass thing to do. It's like, you're literally living in a world where half the universe, not just half the planet, half the universe is going. That's gotta be a heavy weight on your shoulder because like, Steve has never lost. And I think that's what's gonna make this immaculate, is because we've never seen the heroes, because it's that situation of usually, it's like, even if the hero loses in a story arc in like a movie or whatever, at the very least by the third act, they'll typically win. It's like, this is like the biggest loss they've ever had. Like, I don't think Steve has ever lost this battle. Like, this is like the most one-sided situation ever. You know, it was close obviously then, but it's like, for the end result of everything was so one-sided, and it's just like, how do you fix this situation? How, you know, because Steve is like telling everyone else to move on, and they did, but not us, because, you know, as heroes, it's our duty. I am curious to find out like who did, like obviously he's probably talking about just general people, just, hey, find a way to live in this world, but it's like, we refuse to accept it, you know, just because we're heroes. But maybe he's referencing other heroes that might have kind of let things go. I mean, because it's like, what do you do? Like, how do you change all of this, you know? And like, you know, and I thought it was just so beautifully constructed in that way. We saw Hawkeye's situation. I'm sure that is the most heartbreaking situation because we see him like shooting arrows with his daughter, and it's like, oh, it's so much fun. It's like, because you know, the moment he's having fun with her, she got snapped, along with, once again, I'm assuming his entire family, which has gotta suck, you know, especially in a moment like that, because they're probably all together and everything, and in that moment seeing your family get, you know, snapped, it's, you know, enough to kind of send anyone. Like, obviously that was the thought of like why he's doing the whole, you know, Ronin situation, because that's the name he goes by at that point in time. But it's like, it's understandable. I'm actually surprised to see him in the trailer later on, kind of with the team. I mean, obviously this is going to be a joint effort to, you know, fix all of this, but it's just, obviously we're not getting a lot of context, but I'm wondering, is it going to be hard? Because probably all these years after everything happened, he's been just on his own for so long. Maybe we'll kind of see a little bit of distance, because he probably, you know, because the scene with him and Black Widow, you know, it probably is just kind of like, he's been on his own for so long, probably being around other people. He's kept himself isolated, you know, just angry that it's probably not, you know, easy to kind of readjust the kind of way things were before. We might not see him be as quick-witted as he kind of has been in the past and stuff like that. I don't know, that's just me throwing that out there. What's interesting too is most of the trailer has Tony like still in space, and obviously like that. We don't see, like, the moment we see Tony is when he's with everyone. And everyone is rocking those awesome like white suits and everything, and it's like, yo, what is that about? That's awesome. It's like, Is that like suits, like obviously that's gonna be like some specialized armor, but is that gonna be like some vibranium stuff or something like that? I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like. I'm like, what's special about this material? Maybe it's something kind of like similar to Tony's suit, because the fact is he's even wearing it, so maybe it's like a stronger material that will protect him or something. Like it might be something maybe stronger than vibranium or equal to vibranium that everyone's kind of getting hooked up with. Because like the only person with a vibranium suit, to my knowledge, is Black Panther, so it would make sense everyone else get one too. But that's the thing, like Tony's wearing it too, is, you know, so you would think he wouldn't have to worry about what he's wearing. So, you know, so it might be one of those things of kind of, it might be the same technology as his suit that he has in Infinity War. Is it going to be something that they can use in space and whatnot? I don't know. Also, you got to talk about the Stinger at the end, which I really thought was dope. Thor walking up to Captain Marvel and then just like summoning Stormbreaker, and she's not phased and she kind of smirks a little bit. He's like, I like this one. I'm like, dude, that's so awesome. Granted, do you know at the time we recorded this, I have not seen Captain Marvel yet. Obviously, I'm going to change that when I get the chance, but obviously, it's not like that's a spoiler. It's like, dude, you already knew she was going to be in the movie, so it's not that big of a deal for me. You know, because it still doesn't answer like how she got to that point anyway, but still, holy crap, dude. I'm so curious how much of the movie we'll kind of get to see, like, kind of experience this world, because obviously there's, you know, there's Scott, you know, Ant-Man looking at, like, missing posters, because I'm sure that's him, like, probably like really fresh out of the quantum realm. So for him, it's like, well, what the hell happened? What's going on here? Like, obviously one of his first stops is probably, you know, checking on his family and everything, which I'm kind of like getting the feeling like all of them are gone. Probably along with everyone from like the Ant-Man movies, like his buddies, you know, he works with and stuff like that. But then there's also going to be the situation of, you know, he probably finds out that the Avengers are out there. Maybe there's like a signal, and maybe there's a radio broadcast or video that's on loop. Like, if you're out there, let us know. Because that's the thing too, like the biggest focus of this trailers have always been the heroes. Obviously, we don't know what the general public is like. Like, obviously, it's probably been a couple of years, so society's broken down as the heroes trying to protect this world that's like broken like this. That I'm curious to see how much time we spend with that. It's going to be interesting to kind of dive into that. Even, you know, I don't think it's something that's going to be overlooked. I think that's something a good decent chunk of the beginning of the movie would probably delve highly into. But like I said, I'm curious to see how they end up handling this whole like situation, fixing it. You know, they're going up against Thanos, potentially by himself, but obviously like the gauntlet's broken, but he still has all the Infinity Stones. So what's going to happen about that? What role is Captain Marvel going to play in this? I saw something that could have, I guess, be construed as a bit of a spoiler. I'm not going to talk about it obviously in this, like especially if you haven't seen Captain Marvel, but it seemed like it might be a Captain Marvel spoiler. I didn't read too much, and I caught a headline of something. And I was like, is that kind of supposed to be like spoiler for like a post-credit scene or something like that? I didn't, like I said, I didn't read into it, just like the headline of something that I caught a bit of, and I was like, huh. Like I said, I want to talk about it, but it was just kind of like something in the trailer maybe go, is that what I was kind of referencing? Is that going to lead into something? I have no idea. But I am so excited to see like how this chapter of the MCU ends up closing out. Obviously, once again, I still have to see Captain Marvel, but still. But obviously, this is just me rambling on about stuff I was thinking about, you know, what was in my head after having watched the trailer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But really, that's all I want to talk about in this video. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, well, I did force and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.